Okay, y'all, somebody need to go and tell Pastor Tony Spell, to sit down. Now, they done released the body cam footage from the police, and he's out here saying things, y'all, that could define this whole thing as a hate crime. Now, that's a whole nother thing. I just believe, I don't know what's going on with him, and I like his church. I went and looked at y'all, you don't want to miss this video.
Social fire, we don't play. Rock leech, bringing the heat all day. Faith on fire, no mask, no leash. Fire in his voice, yeah, I rock.
He the voice for the ones that the church forgot. He bring truth to the light, whether liked or not.
Now, we got to give a shout out to Joy 105 for this body cam footage that they have. And we going to go ahead and watch this, y'all, for what he said. Now, yeah, let me just show y'all what happened. Let's just get into it. I'm not even going to waste your time. Let's go.
So,
6709298. Good morning.
Hey, how are you, man?
Beating the heat.
It's hot, I know that.
There's no law against that.
Yeah.
He's just sore because I beat the crap out of this little faggot boy. And he's next if he comes over here and harasses these boys.
so,
Two or three, you go tonight.
Mark Anthony Spells.
What's a good address for you?
Right where you're sitting.
that's tonight.
Huh?
1402,
Go back to sleep.
10-8, and 451.
What's a good phone number for you?
Yes, sir.
That's 401. Just something there. Did they give a vehicle description?
Negative, no vehicle description provided.
If you're going to start a fire, you got to handle the flames. And don't be sore because I beat this little faggot boy. Huh?
Give me 1 second, I'm gonna give you a file card
I don't
with the
need
file
it.
number. You don't want it?
It's a waste of my time.
That's fine.
Get to work, boys.
Y'all have a
We
good
done.
day.
Now, I want to say this right here because I gotta go back, you all. Now, one, I'm happy to see he's out there teaching young men how to work. Now, I gotta give him props for that. He's teaching them young men how to work, and in this day and age, I'm always applaud a man that's out there doing it. Two, I'm a pastor. I understand what it is because y'all, it's hot right now. And when you got to mow that grass yourself, you going to find the most convenient time to mow the grass. He's not the only pastor to ever get out there and mow grass at early in the morning, you know, and then some of the neighbors, you know, may not like it. But the problem that I see here is that he dropped the F-bomb as far as the F-bomb that rhymes with maggot. Did he drop that? Because, y'all, that's a problem. Now, y'all gonna say, oh, I don't see anything wrong with his, you know, I'm worried. If you're that careless to just drop that word, what about people who are like that, you know, from the alphabet community or the pride community who come to your church struggling with that? And you have this level of speech, you know, this is a level of guilt and shame that can come out of your mouth that causes people to run and hide and not get true deliverance from Jesus. Because you talking reckless. Man, you talking out the left side of your neck right here. And if you just let that word come out your mouth, what other words will you allow to come out your mouth that you shouldn't let come out your mouth? I'm just saying. Y'all, listen, I looked at Pastor Tony Spell's church service. I like him. I do. Man, please sit down somewhere and quit with all this foolishness. Y'all, you got to quit with all this foolishness and all this stuff happening. I'm just like, Lord, what is going on? Now, I got to watch this again, y'all, just because I'm not sure. It's just so much going on here. Now, the police officers, because he's saying it, I'm wondering, are you grandstanding for these young men? What are you? Okay, so I'm happy that he's out there teaching them how to work. Wonderful. I'm going to applaud that all day. Matter of fact, I'm going to make sure that y'all know I'm applauding that. Work. I come up in a generation where my home church pastor said, if you want W-O-R-K, you want E-A-T. If you want work, you won't eat. Let's just be real. You better get out there and work. He would say that in his sermon. All of us knew what that meant. You know, we can spell. We could spell. And so, you know, I applaud that. But I have a problem when you will say that and talk reckless like that in front of these young men who are most likely following you as an example. Then they're going to think that that's okay because you're making this behavior. You're doing this behavior and you're doing it in front of the police, and this arrogance and this egotistic posture that you have. Well, I wonder if you can't stand the heat, man, what are you doing? Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go through the comments on this video too, but what are you doing? What are you doing, man? This the police. You out here talking reckless, and these young men hear you.
Good morning.
Hey, how are you, man?
Beating the heat.
It's hot. I know that.
There's no law against that.
Yeah.
He's just sore because I beat the crap out of this little faggot boy.
He's just sore because I beat the crap out of his little. I don't want to say the word because YouTube ain't finna knock me all the way out of here because I said the word. I'm not saying it. But he's saying this word, the F word that rhymes with maggot. He's saying this word. Y'all all know what the word is. Quit playing. Y'all know what the word is. He's saying this, and he's saying it to the police. And he's saying this in front of the police, also in front of these young men who I'm quite sure are either his relatives or members of his church. Y'all, I'm sorry. This is not good. And I'm not going to be the only one to call this out. This ain't good. Now, we could talk about it the other day about, you know, when he went over there, y'all, because I know many people were saying there's a video where he swung first at Pastor Tony. That's why he got him. He swung first at him. Listen, Pastor Tony was running over there at him. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't disagree that there should have been something done when you're talking crazy about somebody's family. I'm going to say that. Now, I'm going to tell you what I'd have probably done. Wouldn't have been the best, wouldn't have been my proudest moment, but I'm going to tell you what I would have done. When I'm under that bus and I hear you saying you're going to unalive my wife and rape folk and all, you know, those kind of things, I'm about to bleep out that word I just said, but those kind of things to my family, I'm going to get off under the bus, get as much oil off my hand as I can. I'm going to politely walk over there with a smile and get over there to you, and I'm going to say, I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you because I was over there under that bus. Can you say it again? I need to hear what you said. Say what you said. Say what you said. Now, only reason I told y'all that because my wife was like, now, you know you would have, yeah, but I wouldn't have went over there chasing this man and trying to, you know, he'd have had to swing on me first. And then I would have showed him what the Lord loved, which is, okay, I'm going too far. So I'm just saying, as a man, I understand protecting your home. But he went over there aggressively, and this man swung at him. That, y'all, he's defending himself. I'm sorry. He's defending himself. I know some folk gonna disagree with me. I got some commenters that I love to provoke them because they're gonna come right at me. All right, so y'all, let's do this right here. I'm gonna get into the comments because I just want to see what the commenters was talking about down here. And a lot of different things that were down here. Let's go to this long one right here. I normally don't read them long like this, but let's see what's that. So one of them said this was keeping it real and truthful. Okay, keeping it real and truthful. Got 85 subscribers. That is good. All right, so it says, before people start throwing random scriptures, consider this. Okay, you started it right. What would you do if you was in Pastor Spell's shoes? All right. The pastor was harassed for 5 years. Apparently, the pastor reported this to the police and nothing much had come out of it. Now, the young man said he was going to grape. I like grape instead of, grape, because he knows it gets, your cold comment won't even be there if you don't leave that, if you leave that G off. Going to grape his family members. Now, what would have done and how would have reacted and what would you have been thinking in that situation? I'm sure at that point, the pastor wasn't thinking about Jesus, his church, or the Bible. Okay. But the protection of his family, at least that's what most men do. And that's what they're supposed to do. I believe the pastor was at a breaking point and he had enough. Remember, pastor is human. Okay, look down here and see what some people said. Okay, Thugway Joe. I like that name for some reason. It's not politically correct, but I like the name. Said, not what we would do. What does Christ teach? Oh, come on here. That was a good one. That was a good one. Not what we would do. Not my will, but thy will be done. Okay, that not what we would do. What would Christ teach? Come on here, sir. I wish I had an organ. All right. And then keeping it real and truthful, came back and said, Christ never taught we can't defend our family. That's one thing I know. Don't get all holy than thou now. You probably do the same thing too. All right. Somebody else says, show us proof that this happened besides one-sided hearsay. Now, that's the thing that I'm looking at is that we need to hear about the harassment. We don't see anything about the harassment. We just hear a lot of people talking about it. Pastor Tony Spell said that it happened. Other folk echoed him saying that it happened. We don't see any video of this happening. All we see is Tony Spell out here doing the most. Y'all, he doing too much. Pastor Tony Spell is doing too much. Then somebody else said, Thugway Joe came back and said, you make the point necessary for heart examination. Oh, that's good. So let me answer this original post up here for keeping it real and truthful. Let me say it like this. Let's say this right here, because I do understand the point. I do understand the point. If someone truly threatened my family, if they did, I don't think any husband or father would take that lightly. I don't. Protecting your family is a God-given responsibility. It is. At the same time, being under pressure doesn't remove our responsibility to obey Christ, especially as pastors. I gotta say that. Listen, Scripture doesn't judge us only by how we act on our best days, but also how we respond on our worst days. We have to look at that. Grace and accountability are not enemies. They belong together. This is the thing we got to make sure they belong together. Grace and accountability are not enemies. And so you all, that's my response to the whole thing. I really want to know what you think about this, because this right here is getting out of hand. This whole thing could now change because of his carelessness of what he's doing. And what is he teaching them young men? I understand the teaching them the work, but you're also teaching them a behavior. You're teaching them behavior, and you're making a certain type of behavior okay. We got to talk about that. Meet me in the comments so we can talk about it. Let's go.
Social fire, we don't play. Rock leech, bringing the heat all day. Faith on fire, no mask, no leash. Fire in his voice, yeah, I rock.
He the voice for the ones that the church forgot. He bring truth to the light, whether liked or not.